And we're back with part 3 of our teaser video series for the new novel Deep Madness Shattered Seas. Now, if you haven't seen the first 2 parts, go back and watch them first, because this one's not going to make a lick of sense if you don't watch them. Plus, there's some kind of creepy stuff in the last couple, which I think you might enjoy. So, let's dive right in. I will do one paragraph that we already read as a little bit of backstory. The man howled. Scrambling to his feet, he forced his limbs to obey him as he ran up the beach for the forest in the distance. His mind was frozen by numbing shock, his heart hammering in abject terror. Behind him, he still heard the shuffling, scuffling, slithering procession of the damned as they made way for the monstrous horror that followed. Scruffy brush first greeted the man, followed by tough, squat vegetation that clung stubbornly to the ground. Next came long, waving grasses that whipped against his skin as he raced through them, followed by the first thin stragglers of trees that slowly clustered tighter together to form a sparse forest. The man didn't pay heed to any of them. He just ran as if all of hell was seething at his heels. The forest broke and the man saw a towering black skyscraper piercing the heavens in the distance. Clouds seemed to be swirling around its apex, but of course that was impossible. Behind him, the man heard the forest actually break. The man's limbs were obeying him better now than they had been, but the burning stitch in his side and the pulsing fire in his lungs told him he wouldn't be able to keep the pace up for much longer. But then he heard a bellowing screech which shook the ground below him, and he stopped listening to the discomfort in his body. The road leading up to the skyscraper was made of red cobblestones rather than pavement. Part of the man recognized that as odd, as well as the radial roads that all fanned out from the skyscraper like spokes on a wheel. But the rest of him was focused slowly on survival. At last, he reached the glass front doors of the building and jerked one open. Tumbling inside, he landed on the hard marble tiles within before turning to look for some way to lock or bar the door. Unfortunately, there was nothing at hand but a second set of glass doors. Pulling one open, he entered a pristine, elegantly decorated lobby. "Hello?" he called, his voice cracking. "Is anyone here?" There was no reply. Hurriedly, he turned to better scrutinize the doors. There had to be a way to lock them down. No one would design a skyscraper like this without a way to secure it. "Who are you, priest?" Something sharp was jabbing into the man's side. He slowly raised his hands. And that's as far as we're going to get today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. And keep an eye out for the next one. Till next time.